Well, as already explained by Mr. Lalit Basin, it is a great honor that the Society of Indian Law Firms is doing to the teaching community for whatever little they could do in developing the Indian legal profession after attainment of independence. The economics teachers have the Economic Association, which gives away awards, recognizes the contribution of teachers, like the History Association, the Sociology Association. There has not been any such movement among the law teaching community to recognize the contribution of law teachers with all the limitations and constraints that they have had in producing a profession and a judiciary with a little contribution from the teaching community, which we can all be proud of. So when the idea of felicitating me on my 50 years of law teaching, proposed by Mr. Lalit Basin and his associates in the Society of Indian Law Firms, I put it to him that, look, if legal education need to be recognized by the profession, by the practicing profession, then it has to be institutionalized so that you will be able to promote this idea among the teaching community and among the student community. In fact, he responded after discussing with his colleagues. Mr. Jyoti Sagar is here, Mr. Sim Chawla is here, several other leading lawyers who are having their own law firms and people in the litigating wing of the legal profession. They responded to the idea because Mr. Lalit Basin has been associated with the Bar Association of India, the Bar Council of India, with the Supreme Court Bar Association, with the law firms of the country. So whatever he has been initiating, he puts in his time and money to make it a successful thing. And I was very happy when he asked me to join the felicitation, and he agreed to my suggestion to institutionalize it. Therefore, from 2009 onwards, the Society of Indian Law Firms, with little technical support from the Milat, Menon Institute of Legal Advocacy Training, of which Mr. Shivakumar is the secretary and is doing a lot of spade work to do whatever little in this connection. We have been celebrating this day as a Law Teachers' Day, which usually falls very close to the Teachers' Day. But it could happen only on a Saturday. So Mr. Lalit Basin used to fix the meeting of this Law Teachers' Day on the nearest Saturday in one of the hotels in Delhi, where he could assemble all the three wings, the teachers, the judges, and the lawyers, for this noble cause of promoting good legal education in our country. It's very generous. I have not seen many lawyers. We have very successful lawyers who have reached the pinnacles of glory in legal practice and made a lot of money, lot of prestige, and lot of contribution to legal development. But very few of them have involved themselves in professional development through education. Some of them, of course, have contributed to occasional teaching in some of the law schools, but not so much intimately as was initiated by Mr. Lalit Basin and his associates of the Society of Law Firm. Then came a third award, which was for distinguished teachers, some of them posthumous awardees, who have contributed since independence for the development of legal education. Some of the very, very well-known names in Indian legal history. So that was then at that stage, the idea was mooted that so many countries in the SAARC region, the South Asian region, are dependent or looking towards India for leadership in reforms of legal education. So at the instance of some of the teachers teaching in Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Nepal and other, we decided to expand the constituency to the entire SAARC region. So the awardees can come from not only India, but from Bangladesh, Nepal, Sri Lanka, even Maldives, all the 8 countries are now involved in the selection process. Their representatives come also. The third award was instituted by the present Attorney General in the name of his father, who was a very distinguished law teacher in Delhi University, Justice A.B. Rohatgi. He himself was given an award posthumously, and thereafter, at the instance of the Attorney General, we have instituted a jurist award, which is not necessarily to a law teacher, but who has contributed significantly to the promotion of legal education, whether he is a lawyer or a judge or things like that. So we have a 4th award. Then a 5th award came for the students. And that was a very difficult process as to how, from about 200,000 students who are studying law in this country, we select the best student. So we decided to host a competition, initially with a conference, where the law students from different law schools will be invited to make a presentation, and out of that shortlist the names, get their biodata, give it to the jury to decide. And from this year, it's going to be still wider selection. As I announced in the morning, we are asking the Lloyd's College of Law to hold a SARC level international moot court competition, and in order to represent India in that SARC level competition, they will hold another national round of selection, in which 5 teams, because of the size of the country and the number of law colleges, there will be 5 teams, whereas from other countries there will be only 2 teams. So these 5 teams which are selected to represent India in the SARC moot court competition will be the preliminary shortlisted students, and those people will be, their biodata will be collected, what legal aid activities, what other co-curricular programs they were involved in, will be given to the jury for selection of the best student awardee. And the most attraction, as it was announced, the best law student will now be not only one individual, a best law student, male student, and a best female law student. 2 awards will go. And these awardees will be given now additionally by the Penn State Law School, a fellowship worth about $50,000 each for higher studies in the Penn State Law School. So it is going to be a revolutionary incentive for the student community hereafter for participation in this celebration at the auspices of the Society of Indian Law Firms. In the course of the discussion today in the symposium, we felt that given the globalization and the opportunities that are being offered by trade in legal services, which the Bar Council seemed to be agreeing with the government to open up, if that were to happen in the near future, what shall be the changes that legal education should prepare itself? That was the subject which engaged our attention in the symposium today, and we had a lot of ideas. We have decided to further discuss it during the course of the Lloyd's College of Law national round of competition, and get the ideas even from the students, consolidate it and give to the stakeholders for appropriate action. We cannot afford to be late in this regard. Time is right now, and within an year's time, by the time we celebrate the 9th award function, we will see some very radical changes that are happening, not only in the curriculum, but even in the pedagogy, in the style of law school administration, and in the accreditation process of law schools and legal education. All these things will have to be world class, because we have the talents now coming into legal education. We must provide them the opportunities that are being thrown up, and this cannot delay anymore. Great responsibility for law teachers. And I am quite sure in this revolution also we can expect the Society of Indian Law Firms, the cream of the Indian legal profession today, which is enjoying the fruits of the legal education, will come forward with their patronage, with their promotion, and this is going to assume more and more importance in the years to come. And all of you will have to participate in this process of celebrating the achievements and accomplishments of Indian legal community for promoting not only administration of justice, but national reconstruction, global reconstruction, if you like, for achieving the goals of the United Nations, the goals of the Indian Constitution. Think big, and opportunities are awaiting to all of us, whether teachers, students, lawyers, judges.